Good morning. I have to start today with showing off my new shirt. Coffee, a warm alternative to staying in bed. This is from my wonderful friend Amy Farnsworth. Thank you so much. She knows what I like. And I've got my new mug, Coffee Time. Sorry, I'm right here. It's okay. I love getting new coffee mugs. It's one of my favorite things. I have quite the collection, and I plan on having hundreds and hundreds more. We'll see where I end up keeping them. This morning, I wanted to talk about something that is fairly personal to me because of how much I've struggled with it in my life. And I feel like I'm much, much better than I used to be, and it has made a huge difference in my life to shift this. So I want to talk about enabling, but one specific aspect of it, which is buffering reality for another person. So what I mean by this is when you basically put up with somebody's bad behavior and you don't give them honest feedback for that behavior. Whether it's because you don't want to rock the boat or you don't want to upset somebody. My main one was that I wanted everybody to feel comfortable. So let's say I have a group of people here and someone's behaving pretty poorly. I have such a strong desire to make sure everybody has a good experience that I would get stuck between making sure everyone else here is not suffering because of one person, but also making sure that that person doesn't feel uncomfortable or called out or anything. And it caused quite a few problems, especially in romantic relationships or relationships with family members. I just truly wanted everyone to be happy and comfortable. And so what I would do is I would create equilibrium. So let's say that somebody is upset and being a jerk about it and maybe even being a little bit verbally abusive. I would try to shift whatever I was doing or whatever the circumstances were to create equilibrium so that they would be okay and they would stop. So what this created was people who could act a certain way without me being a clear mirror for what that action creates. So the people that were around me quite a bit maybe didn't even know that their behavior was off or not likable, not comfortable for the people that were around them, because everybody around them would continue to enable that behavior, trying to do it for good reasons, right? But it means that that person doesn't know what the correct or what the actual feedback is. So then they leave the room or they leave the event and everybody else is like, oh, I'm so glad they're gone. I hate dealing with that person. Okay, well, that is disingenuous. And that is basically being two-faced, pretending something to somebody's face and then being different when they're gone. I wonder what it would be like if we started giving clear feedback. Now, I want to say it doesn't mean that we are not kind, right? But it is kind of weird. If somebody's very, very unkind to us and then we make up for that by being super kind back, how is that a clear mirror? What if we could say something along the lines of, honestly, I don't enjoy being around you when you act like this. It's a traumatic experience for me, or I'm not interested in this. It doesn't mean we have to be abusive back, but it does mean that we need to start giving really honest feedback to the people in our lives, particularly to the people closest to us. When you see an adult, maybe an adult who still throws temper tantrums, and you think to yourself, wow, this is a person that's gotten away with a lot of stuff. I guarantee they would not be acting like that if the people around them from the beginning had been giving clear and honest feedback. So the reason I want to bring this up is because it is actually two-sided. On the one hand, it will make your life better. Even if it's awkward in the moment, remember the video we did on short-term versus long-term empathy? even if it doesn't feel like short-term empathy, but you're giving long-term empathy by giving that honest feedback, it may be more uncomfortable for you, but over time, either those people will come out of your lives or they will shift the way they act when they're around you. We really do teach people how to treat us, but not just that. We teach people how to treat others in general. This is especially applicable for those of us who are parents and who have children acting in ways that will be destructive for them in the long term, right? We don't want to make our children into shapeshifters or people pleasers, but we do want to teach them cause and effect and reciprocity and the law of correspondence. How they act is how people will treat them in return. And we don't want them to miss out on opportunities because we've enabled their, poor behavior, negative social skills, those types of things. So the one benefit of being willing to do this, being a clear mirror for people, is that you get to filter and maybe shift some of those people in and out of your life where they either leave your life or they stay in your life, but in a healthier and kinder way. But here's the other thing, and I don't think we really get this sometimes. We actually are helping them by giving them that clear feedback. We don't want to be the person that makes others think that they can get away with acting that way and that it's okay because we are taking the hit and we're doing the compensating. So it is kinder and actually much more loving to be honest in how we're responding to people instead of avoiding them or talking poorly about them behind their back. We are in so much more integrity when we are willing to just be clear and honest in the moment. I am really curious what your experience has been with this. I absolutely love it when you make comments on these videos and share on Patreon what your thoughts are. I get a lot from that, and I love your feedback, and it really helps me know, where you are with these issues. So talk to me, what do you think about this one? What do you think about the idea of being a clear mirror for people? May your coffee be strong and your life be blessed. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps these important messages get out there. And if you would love to have a daily message, you can join me over at coffeewithdawni.com for only $11 a month.